Hello guys and welcome to Markez Films. Now you may think that this is a commercial for upcoming DLC for the Spider-Man video game. No, this is not. This is a video about my Spider-Man action figure collection. All my Spider-Man figures that I have got collected throughout my time collecting figures since long ago, since 2012. So far I have all of this. I would have more Spider-Man figures, more Spider-Man characters, but these are the ones that I decide to keep in my collections. So from Marvel Legends to the ones that started all, the Miniverse and the Marvel Universe, the 3.75 and the 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to talk about a little bit about them, and I'm going to show you on which video they appear. So let's start with this little guy. This is from the movie Captain America Civil War, and this is the 2.5 inches action figure. Now you may remember this guy on this video. On the roof! I used this figure for my first million views video, the video that really boosted the channel. This minifigure came out when the movie of Civil War was going on, the first time that we got Spider-Man on the MCU. So that was really exciting for also fans to see Spider-Man with the Avengers for the first time. So this was one of the first action figure that Hasbro released. It was not a Marvel Legend, it was not other brand, it was this brand that they first released this Spider-Man for the MCU. So that's quite something. Now these next three are the reason on why I stopped collecting 3-inch action figures. The lack of articulations is awful. The articulation is awful. I mean, don't get me wrong, these are the really good looking action figures. These are really looking toys, well, for some of them, but the lack of articulation was not just acceptable. For a stop motion animator, what we want are fully articulated figures, unless you are doing Lego animation. But these are not Legos. These toys has the potential to have more dynamic on their models, more articulations, more details. I don't know. So this figure could be a lot better than they are now. So that's why I stopped collecting this toy, 3.75 toys. Spider-Man Homecoming figure was my very last purchase from the 3 inches figures collections. I do like the color. The color is better than the Marvel Legends, but the articulation are just not what I'm looking for. So yeah, this was definitely my last purchase on the 3.75 action figures toys. And my Morales is a decent figure. It has a lot more articulation than the Homecoming one, but this one is one of the old figures, so that's why this guy has a little bit more articulation on the upper body and the arms. So that's why I keep looking for a Marvel Legends my Morales though. Now this is what I'm talking about. This toy was one of my very first figure when I started collecting figures back in 2012. I didn't have a YouTube channel before back then, but I did start collecting figures again. I used this figure in one of my very old videos, and I don't think I have used this figure for more videos. I can't remember. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. I mean, look at those articulations. This is like a mini version of the Marvel Legends 6-inch action figure. This guy has a lot of articulation, so it has a lot of potential. But they stopped doing this for some reason. Now let's talk about the Marvel Legends 6-inch action figures. Yeah, this Spider-Man is one of my favorites because it's the only and original look to the character. So that's why I like this figure so much. I don't have a video with this guy, but I will use it later on. The Scarlet Spider. This is also one of my favorite versions of the character. Since I was a little boy, I always loved this look. The design, the color. I do not have a video of him, and I have nothing planned out for him yet. So only time will tell on how I'm going to add this guy on a video or an idea or something. Another of my favorite version of the character, the Black Suit Spider-Man. As much as I love the character, I hate the figure. I hate this figure. This is just a mess. I mean, let's start up with its leg. The leg is bent. It's really bent. The articulations are so stiff, and the spider logo on the back is not completely painted. So this is a mess up product from the factory. I will keep looking for another one so I can use him in a really good video that I have already planned out. Oh, the Spider-Man 2099. I prefer this version than the red and blue suit from the other one. I just love the combination of color of this guy. I haven't done a stop motion with him. Back then, this figure was really difficult to find and very expensive to buy. But I got lucky to get this from the store. The Ultimate Spider-Man. I remember you. That's right, this guy was on my stop motion Spider-Man vs. the Green Goblin, voiced by one of my best about animation. Really good video and so underrated. Yeah, this guy came with the 2-pack Vulture and Spider-Man. Spider Noir? I don't know much of this character. I have never read a comic book from this character, but after seeing him on the movie Into the Spider-Verse, I decided to keep him around. The homemade suit from the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. This is the guy that started this video. Really awesome video. Voice also by Animation. That video almost hit the 1 million views, so why don't you help me out over here? spider suit that we never got to see in the movie Captain America Civil War. I used this on my Civil War stop motion. I tried to make a custom with this, but I decided not to. I mean, I'm not that good at customizing. I will clean this guy up later on. But we never got to see this version of Spider-Man on the movie, but we did in my stop motion. This guy was voiced as well by MM Animation. Now this guy is something else, Spider-Punk. I do not have a stop motion with him, but I have planned something real good. I will make an announcement on my Instagram very soon, so stay tuned. Spider-Man from Homecoming. These two figures are basically the same. One of them is darker than the other, but I have used them in a couple of my videos.
West Wing! Mr. Stark, I'm being beamed up.
These Spider-Man are on my top 5 favorite Spider-Man figures. The Iron Spider, really good looking figure. Could be a lot better, but this is what we got. I started to use this guy in my videos. Really stiff articulation arms, but when I started to work on my Infinity War Part 5, I found out that it was broken and it was very difficult to animate, but at the end it turned out a great video. For future Infinity War videos I will use the Mafex one so I can retire this one. And finally, the Spider-Man from the PS4 game. This guy was difficult to find, but it was worth it. Do I have a video with him? Oh, sure we will. So be ready.